There's absolute fear and chaos in crypto right now. And what I'm here to share with you is this indicator is your key to wealth. This indicator is how I became financially free. This isn't what you want to hear, but I'm telling you, this is the truth. What I'm about to share with you is my information, exactly what I do. I'm encouraging you to do your own research. I'm always going to be transparent on exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to share with you my investments. That way you can come back and measure my success, just like I've been telling you since 2020, and we crushed it. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm going to do from 2026 to 2030, and I'm a confident dude, and I know I'm going to crush it. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to build confidence. I want you to understand how this works. Your fear is their profit. So this is what's called the Fear and Greed Index. Do you see how the fear is around 15 right now? This is where I get wealthy. I do the complete opposite of everybody else. The greatest place to see when you should buy and sell is X. When everybody's losing their shit, influencers are losing their mind. They start doing different content because they just don't, I don't feel it anymore. It's because they never had a plan. It's because they were only wealthy in the green and greed. And when it's red, they're broke. The greats have taught us the pathway. Warren Buffett, buy when there's blood in the streets. Robert Kiyosaki, I'm paraphrasing big time. I heard him say one time, if you see in line at the grocery store and he hears people talking about getting rich in real estate, you might want to start selling. So let me explain to you how I do it. So on X right now, people are losing their shit. The Epstein files are making people go completely crazy and they're getting completely distracted. It's all by design. Everybody's looking this way and the markets are collapsing this way and the wealthy are gobbling up the fear. So when this fear and greed index is in red, I buy the shit out of it. And I've been so open about it. If you go to my X post, I'm literally posting my buys now. When it's going down, I dollar cost average in. This is how I built wealth. When everybody ran from XRP, when SEC sued Ripple, I went all in. By the time Trump got elected, all it took was 2022, 2023, 2024. 3 years, that was it. I got in 2020, everybody ran in 2022. I bought all their fear. When it came collapsing down 80%, Ripple sued the SEC in 2020, or SEC sued Ripple. I bought the fear then. I bought everybody's fear when it collapsed 80%. I dollar cost average from 2022, and I still dollar cost average. In 2024, Trump gets elected, boom, my XRP went up 800% because I bought in fear and I sold in greed. So then Trump gets elected, and I put a post out, being honest with you guys, that I sold 10% of 50% of my portfolio in XRP. I pulled profits off the table. And guess what I did? I put it in a stable coin, tucked it away nice and tight. And then on 10/10/2025, markets come collapsing down. I bought everybody's fear. I bought more XRP with my profits. Guys, it's easy. This game is really easy. I'm not day trading. I'm not married to the markets. Shit, I'm not even wearing shoes right now. I'm out touching grass. All you gotta do is when everybody's losing their shit, if you have conviction and you believe, and here's the key factor. If you're freaking out right now, that means you shouldn't be in the asset class because you don't believe. If you really believe and understand the asset class you're in, then you'd be buying this dip. And you can't be tribal. You can't be tribal around these assets. The assets don't give a flying shit about you. The markets are ruthless. When you're in profit, take some off the table and build some defense. So here's what I do. I buy when there's fear. Right now, I'm buying the shit out of this fear, and I hope that Bitcoin goes lower. I hope that XRP goes lower, and I will sit tight and keep accumulating as it goes down, multiplying my bags. So I turn my income, which is debt, into cash flow and dividends. I take a portion, all of my dividends, all of my income outside of debts and non-negotiables, outside of my 10% into dividends from my income, and I move it into assets. My assets are XRP, Bitcoin, Solana, WLFI. WFI is above Solana, so if you want them in order. HBAR, VChain, and XLM. I messed up the whole order in that. Those are my top. Many other cryptos, as soon as they get above water, I'm consolidating into XRP, Bitcoin, WLFI, and Solana. On the stock side, American Bitcoin, XXI, ABTC, and XXI. Okay, so that's my offense. Those go up and down. I buy fear, I sell greed. Super simple. I don't trade, buy, sell, fear, greed, sell. Buy fear, sell greed. And then I have badass defense mechanisms set up. I have cash value life insurance. My profits are secured. Permanent life insurance, family bank set up, and leverage ready to rock when the markets come down. Silver, copper, Berkshire. Those are my defense mechanisms. That keeps me stable, it keeps me calm, it makes me take the middle ground. Then when the markets come collapsing down, especially when we have a meltdown, a complete bear market, now I have a bunch of leverage on this side. Leverage defense, go back in, buy the fear, repeat the cycle. Get out when people are greedy, Get in when people are fearful. That's richest man in Babylon. That's the capital DR strategy that I invented. You need a system. You don't need the next best crypto. You need to get your shit together, spiritually, physically, and financially. You don't need the next best crypto. Because if you have bad habits at 30,000, you're gonna have horrible habits at 1,000,000. So what am I doing? I'm buying this shit, and I hope it goes lower. Because that's how markets work. It wouldn't be a market if it just went straight up. But at some point, at some time, just like it did when Trump got elected, it will go flying through the roof. And you better be prepared. Because most of you didn't pull profits, and that's why you feel the way you do. So I'm not trying to be facetious or piss you off. I'm trying to help you build a plan. Stop listening to people telling you to leverage all your crypto. Stop listening to people that say never take profits. They're not profits unless you realize them. There's plenty of ways to mitigate capital gains. Love you guys. Buy the fear, baby. Get your shit together.